What's up, guys? Welcome back to Roleplay Ehbon. We're going into week number 9, but it's going to be kind of like week number 1 because the show, or campaign rather, is starting over in a sense. All the characters are going to stay the same level, so everyone's level 3. Your inventory is the same. Your items are the same. Caitlin, the horse. You still got Argo. We didn't talk about this actually prior to the show, Caitlin, but you have a weapon specialization point to use. So did you want to use that in two-handed weapon fighting? Or sorry, two-weapon fighting?
Yeah.
Okay, so you don't get any penalties anymore when you attack with both your weapons. Neil, what did you choose your proficiency in? Did you choose one when you hit level 3?
Didn't I do mastery of...
You can't do that till 5. Mastery is not till 5, I thought.
Right, I think we said I was going to
save you're going to save it till 5. Okay, yeah. That's right. That's right. Well, before we actually start and get into the campaign, let's see what you guys have been up to. Ryan, did you play DayZ last night after Solemn, or did you just go to sleep?
No, I played Mafia last night after
Solemn. Oh,
Solemn.
That's right. Did you win?
And a little bit of Resistance.
What is Resistance?
Resistance is kind of like Mafia, but nobody dies, and you go on these little missions. It's the same thing, like figuring out who the spies are, who the good guys are, and all that stuff, but a little bit different. It was fun.
Interesting. Did you win Mafia?
I don't remember.
But how is that fun when you don't remember if you've won or not?
Because, like, for me, it's all about the moment. And then after it's done, like, whatever, you know? But I have a very bad short-term memory.
So you could have just started that statement out with, I have a very bad short-term memory.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Neil, were you part of the Mafia game last night?
No, I had a friend I had to go visit.
Is this a Scottish friend?
Well, she's American, but
no, she's Scottish now. It's part of the Neil of our lives. This is what
part
happens.
of the Neil of our my Scottish friend and her boyfriend were hanging out, and I had to go intervene. Dun dun dun.
Nice.
That was fun.
Did any drama happen? Did you punch her like I told you to?
No, we ended up drinking a fifth of Goldschlager, and
that's drama filling, kind of.
Yeah. No, that's why I'm kind of hungover and feeling like shit today.
Go drink some water and get some aspirin, unless you already have.
Yeah, I've taken care of that. I just need sleep.
I will say though, your hair looks quite nice today, Neil.
You know what? My girlfriend specifically said, Neil, you cannot go on stream with your hair like that. You must comb it or put water on it or something. So apparently, yeah,
it looks quite nice. I'm glad you got all dressed up for us today, Neil. You look very handsome.
Thank you, JP. I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you. It's like $5 at Target. That's where all the pros shop. Cats, what's going on? You got in Challenger last week. That's why the show didn't happen. But huge congrats, man. Your mic's muted, but I'm sure you're like saying thank you, JP. That's really nice. You're an awesome guy.
That's exactly what I said. Yeah, I got into Challenger, so I'm pretty happy about that. Never really played in Challenger before, so that's exciting.
Awesome.
And then I've been pretty busy organizing the MLG Game On Invitational that starts on Sunday.
Yeah. You're casting that with Steven, right? With Destiny?
Uh-huh.
Is he flying out there to the house, or how's that working?
Yeah, he gets here in a couple days, and he's staying for the duration of the tournament.
Interesting. And that broadcast you said starts on Sunday. What time?
3 p.m. EST.
There you go. If you want to, What is this tournament, by the way? Is this amateurs? Is this pros and ams? Like what? Who is in this tournament, Cats?
It's an invitational, so it's mostly pro gamers. It was top 8 seats from WCS. 3 players MLG determined would be good for the tournament. And then there is still a vote, actually, that you can go to gameon.gg/vote and vote for 4 of your favorite players, and the top 4 of that will make it into the tournament as well.
Interesting. Cool. Well, everyone check that out. Sunday 3 EST if you want to watch some StarCraft. Is that an official MLG tournament, or are they just co-sponsoring? Do you know? Is that a weird question to throw at you? Because that's kind of weird.
No. I just don't quite know the answer. I mean, traditionally, no. MLG has always hosted their own stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, we're an official MLG partner, and we're working with them. They're giving us all the graphics, a lot of helping with the production and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And providing the prize pool as well.
Cool. Well, congrats on that as well, then. It should be a fun show on Sunday. Last but not least, Caitlin, what have you been up to?
I got the sub option on Twitch, so
There you go.
be happy
Oh,
about
shit.
that. Yeah.
Congrats.
Wait, so does everyone here have one then? Cats, do you have a sub option on Twitch? You do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. If you want to support the Roleplay Evan cast, just go to everyone's channel.
Did you just get that yesterday, Caitlin?
I got it a few days ago. Almost a week now.
Okay, sick.
I post my faces in chat, but my chat won't load, so...
Yeah,
Maybe
Twitch,
someone
That's my
else can.
emotions.
Twitch has been having some issues.
Were you given sub to yourself, or did you sub to yourself?
I was giving it to myself.
You were given it to yourself.
Did you sub to yourself, Ryan?
Wait. Ryan,
No.
did you do that line for the joke? Or are you actually curious because
I'm curious because I didn't get sub to myself, and so I want to know if you were given it or if you had to do it.
Yeah,
like,
it's under
pay
my
for it.
sub list.
they should give
That's
you
just
sub
a
to your
bug.
channel?
And I
They
have
did
the
not
option
just-
to unsub if
I do
ever
not have.
feel-
I can't do my own faces.
Dude,
Just-
Really?
just message
Dude,
Twitch.
email partner support.
Just be like, hey,
That's what I
Twitch.
did. I didn't have sub to myself, and I emailed them like, "What the fuck?" And they fixed it.
It's
Calls
just-
for
it's
a
just a
million of
bug.
your bare faces now.
How do you don't have sub to your own channel, Ryan?
I
What are you
can't
doing?
even read Twitch chat right now. It's like I
I know,
can't
well,
connect to Twitch chat. I don't.
Yeah,
know.
it's been
That's
up
a
and
different
down
issue, Ryan.
all afternoon.
All right, I'll talk to somebody about it.
Yeah, you should. I don't know if they're prepping for LCS tonight or what, or tomorrow or what, but regardless, let's go ahead and start this campaign. So, before we get to the actual world and the actual campaign, I have some questions for you guys. Ryan, we're gonna start with you.
Mhm.
So, you guys are level 3. You've been adventuring together for some time, and we kind of need to fill in the backstory a little bit. Riley really proved her worth to you in combat and to the group as well recently. What was the spectacular event that she performed that impressed everyone?
Wait, are we doing this again? The whole like?
No, I'm
bond?
just asking you. What was this spectacular event she performed?
Are you implying there was only one?
Will I get XP if I answer correctly? Is
There,
this,
there are no bonuses to this. It is 100%
Is this a
story.
quiz or
No, man,
or-
just make something up.
It's a trick question. There's multiple.
Okay,
You're not
so
going to be like, well, you died. You answered that
I'm
incorrectly.
I'm trying to figure out
Roll
if
for
like
death
this is
now.
actually happening or I have to. I'm making this up. So
You're making
can
this
I
up.
make it up?
hold on.
No, you
Ask-
get your own, Ricardo.
Ask
We'll get
me
to
the
you
question
soon.
one more time.
All right. Riley really proved her worth in combat to the group recently. What was the spectacular event she performed that impressed everyone?
Okay, so
I
we
can
were
do it.
fighting. We were fighting on a road together,
Okay.
and there was this big ogre in the road, right?
Okay.
And she's really good at dual wield specialty. So she pulled a Russell Crowe in Gladiator on him. She stabbed him in the chest with the left and then the right hand, and then she pulled them both out and then did the like scissor thing and decapitated his head.
Okay. I got to write this down. Hold on.
Yeah. It was a pretty
Yeah, I
sick-
just scissored him.
yeah.
Yep. Riley
Holy
scissored
cow,
an ogre.
Ryan.
That happened, guys.
Right
That
ahead.
was the spectacular event. Neil, Ricardo
Yes, sir.
really upset an important NPC in the travels with the group. You all saw it. You all will always remember it, and so will everyone else. Who is this NPC, and what did Ricardo do to upset him?
Ooh, does this have to be an important NPC?
Whatever you want, man. You're making it
So,
up.
all right. So we're trying to get some supplies from this lady. We're traveling down the road. We just didn't have enough food to get to where we're
A
going.
lot of roads
Someone,
in this adventure for the party.
yeah, there's someone that's selling food or shipping supplies, and we meet her on the road, and we're trying to buy some things from her. And Ricardo goes into his like last brown elf thing. Oh my, I'm trying to impress you thing, and she says something that he completely and wildly misinterprets. And one thing, before you know it, we all look over, and Ricardo's like taking off his pants, and everyone's like, "Whoa, what happened?" And she just like slaps him in the face. We don't get our food. We go hungry for another day or two, and she just drives off because there was a cultural misunderstanding.
What was this woman's name?
Her name was Ashley.
Okay.
Was she hot?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why you were taking off your pants, right?
Ricardo had a cultural understanding quotes.
Misunderstanding.
Misunderstanding, right. And took off his pants.
Yeah. You can see the rest of that episode over at RollPlay XXS.
All right, Cats, you get to fire back at Rich now.
Oh, fuck.
Rich had he really, really impressed you and the group intellectually for someone so simple-minded recently. What was that act, and why was it so impressive?
Oh, tough. So we were walking down this forest, and Rich identified this bug that we could eat, and none of us had any idea that that bug was edible. So we were really impressed, and we took a bunch of those bugs, and we, went with it. The next week, we just kind of had the bugs saved up. Rich insisted that the more you let them sit there, the more delicious they became. And so the next week when we ate them, we all got really sick, and Caitlin's horse actually died from eating the bugs.
Oh my god, no.
I don't think you can make... No one can die from the result of this. Argo's still alive.
How does that impress you intellectually?
Yeah, how does that also impress you intellectually for killing someone else?
Well, we
in
were
the group?
impressed. We were impressed for a week.
Okay.
We were impressed for a week because he found the bugs.
Okay.
Little that we know later on. That
If you want to make a change to that, that's fine. Argo can't die.
that's fine. We all just got extremely sick then.
Sick the next week? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm writing this down. Hold on.
Can I skin the horse? The dead horse?
He's not
There's
dead.
no
It's
dead
alive.
horse.
We can
Do you guys do you see this like beam of light in the coming down like
Why are you wearing sunglasses? What?
it's because okay, at this time of day in my room, it just comes through this little crack in the window right into where my face is.
Mine does the same, but we have this invention in 2013 called blinds. Actually,
I have blinds. That's the
2013,
thing.
JP?
It comes through the
2014.
crack in the blind.
Well, it was made
like,
in 2013, but they
the blinds
can't.
are
We brought
shut.
them back. They're
Okay,
good.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'll show you at the break.
Okay, make sure you tweet it out.
I
Make
will.
sure you tweet it out. All right. So, Riley. Cobblepot's known, of course, for his amazing tinkering ability, and he created a giant or a great machine in the last town that you guys were in, saving it from certain doom. What did this machine look like, and what did it do?
So in one of the recent towns we were in, we really needed a way to escape from some guards because we had upset them. And he created a giant grain dispenser for horses that brings horses from like all over the area straight to this grain feeder because it also emits a frequency that only horses can hear. So then we got our horses and we got an extra horse to keep his machine on it, like so it could travel with us, and then we fled.
So how did this save the town? Did everyone just have a...
Oh, it saved us.
Okay, so it didn't save the town.
No, we went to another town and then we saved that town.
Okay. Grain dispenser that... brought
This has turned
horses.
into like, how can we promote our own agenda?
No, it's totally fine. Grain dispenser that brought horses to town to save group. All right, perfect.
JP, I have a new trick.
What's the trick?
Whenever I go invisible, my camera will go like this. Wait,
You'll grayscale it?
Sick.
So when you're invisible, you're grayscaled. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sick.
Perfect. Cool. All right. So you guys are out journeying, and you have heard that in the town of Neros, spelled Neras, there's a lot of work for traveling adventurers or wanting adventures. It's centered in the western part of Ehbon. It's surrounded by a large obsidian wall. It's also a pretty giant town. To step back even further a little bit, Ehbon is still harsh to live in, but water is easy to come by. If you're in a town, humans are pretty common. Elves are pretty common. Everything's normal. There's no crazy things happening, at least in that regard. So, Just think of it as kind of a normal fantasy world setting.
Is the map the same?
The map is the same, yes.
Okay.
The ground is still pretty harsh, but there's plants, there's forest and whatnot. It's not completely barren. You don't have to eat larvae or insects the entire
Water is
time.
no longer the currency.
Water's no longer the currency. It's money. Copper, gold, silver, all that stuff. And then apart from that, we'll kind of just...
Are there
fill
lots of
everything
horses
in.
now?
Yeah, horses aren't a rare occurrence. That's how they... I mean, they're frequent enough that Ryan created a feed dispenser that called them from the forest and saved you guys in that town, so...
Do I carry that around with me? Is it like pocket size?
No, you had to leave it there in the town. You had to escape
No,
quickly.
I said we put it on the back of another horse to bring it.
You can't gain anything from these RP moments. Just like Argo could, if you could do that, then Argo's dead. That's the sacrifice.
No.
Okay, then you guys didn't get the grain dispenser. That's how that's settled.
Alright.
All right, so you guys are approaching this town of Neros, and as you guys get closer to the town, you see a giant, almost like a church type structure at the highest point of town. Like I said, you guys have traveled to this town, hearing about some odd jobs the locals have for wanting adventurers. You're arriving as the sun goes down at your back, and a great gate stands before you. You are on the edge outside of the city of Neros. What do you guys do?
Hey, dudes, that's a big gate.
So you didn't say why we were coming here?
For work. You've heard that there's people in town that have tasks for adventures and whatnot, and you guys are looking for work.
Okay.
Let's go check this place out, guys.
All right.
Did Cats DC?
Think so. He'll be back.
Okay.
Well, lead the way, Cobblepot.
I lead the way.
Okay.
I follow him.
Riley, I assume you follow on horse?
Yeah, I follow too.
All right. You guys get to the edge of town, right outside of this giant wall, and you're greeted by a guard and also a gate in front of you. And the guard kind of looks over at peers over the tower that he's on, and he goes, "What business do you have here?"
What race is he?
He is a human, wearing your standard armor. He looks to be a part of the guard here in town.
My party and I we're here at this city looking for work.
He goes, what type of work? Are you here to clean up all these issues we've been having in town?
Do I look like a janitor?
Cobblepot, please. I put my hand on his head. We are seasoned adventurers. We have great proficiency in arms.
He looks you over and he's kind of looking at your. You could see him kind of eye the weapon on your back, Rich, your bastard sword, and looks at Cobblepot and kind of sees the armor glint off the last bits of sunlight that is at your back and everything. Cat's just dropped from the call, so we'll fix that here in a sec. And he goes, fair enough. And you hear the gate the chain link starts to kind of be pulled, and the gate slowly rises. You see him walk off the cliff, and you guys are granted entrance into this town.
Did you just say we see him walk off the cliff?
Like backwards is what I'm trying to say.
You're saying he's coming down.
Out of sight.
Coming down, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And you guys,
Yes.
the gate's open in front of you.
We can hear you. We can't. Okay, we see you. You're good.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
back.
Okay, sick. I don't know what happened. Skype crashed.
Your character just died, dude. He accidentally casted Wall of Fog and suffocated.
Did not.
It's all right. You took Argo with you.
We we just entered into a
Not
town.
worth.
All right, so as you guys walk into the town, you notice that the streets are just filled with people. It is a crazy amount of people in the streets, and they're of all different races. There's humans walking about. There's elves walking about. There's no brown elves walking about, Ricardo.
What about black elves?
Do what?
Black.
Yeah,
Black
there's different colored elves for sure, different colored people, humans. You see a couple gnomes, a couple dwarves walking around. You even see the uncommon goblin scattered in, and people kind of, as they filter through the crowd, people make a little bit more of a space for them to walk through. And that's kind of the town. You just see this huge mass of people no matter what street you're looking down. What do you guys do?
I would like to go to the bar.
Okay.
Okay.
The tavern. Not because I want to get drunk, just because I want to feel the pulse of the city, you know?
Sure.
Right.
How do you go about finding this bar, tavern? Do you just go up and ask a guard?
No, I'll just I'll look at the street signs and hope that it's readily apparent to me.
Okay. As you guys start to walk
All
down
the street signs are in Russian.
yeah. All the street signs are in
I
Russian,
can't read
exactly.
this.
Load up your DayZ map and you can figure out the town of Neros.
And even if you read Russian, it doesn't help.
Yeah. Exactly. You walk for a little bit in the town, and eventually you do see kind of a crossed post up on one of the corners, and on one of the labels it does have the word bar, and it's pointing down the left street. I would assume if you continue following that down there, you'll find the bar.
Mm-hmm.
So you continue following it down there, and instead of having a name, it just says like bar on it. That's all it says.
Excellent. I'll go into the bar.
All right. What are the rest of you doing? Are you all following?
I follow him.
Okay.
Oh,
Riley, are you
okay.
following?
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll wait for someone inside the bar.
Okay. Riley, as you were kind of walking through the crowd with the group, you were actually above everyone else because you were on horse. And as you were passing people, unless you left the horse somewhere else, you tell me. But as you were passing people, they kind of gave you a lot of shit for it because you're walking in the throughout the town on this horse, much taller than everyone, and the horse is kind of bumping into people as you take up a large portion of the city street.
I usually don't ride on horse, but I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take their shit.
Okay.
I'll dismount though before I go into the bar.
Sure. Yeah. There's a place for you to leave horses outside. You tie them up and
cargo.
Sure. Tie them up and you walk inside. You guys walk into the bar and it smells kind of old. It smells like it hasn't been cleaned in quite some time. There's a bartender who's got a kind of an old wet rag just wiping his bar basically. There's a couple patrons sitting over in the at the different tables, but it doesn't look very lively when you enter. What are you doing, Cobblepot?
I want to approach the bartender.
Okay.
And tell him that my group and I are looking for work, and I ask him if he's heard of anything.
He looks up at you and kind of looks past you at the rest of the group, and he goes, you guys want to talk to Fix. He'll be around tomorrow. He makes the rounds every Wednesday. You guys got into town on a Tuesday.
So he comes here to this bar?
He does. He comes to all the bars in the city. That's usually where adventurers wanting work can be found.
Excellent.
I
turn
look
to the
at-
bar. Go ahead.
Would he be at
No,
a different
he
bar
does.
today?
No. Fix is sitting in his house up there on the hill, as most of the nobles do, counting his coins, doing rich things. He doesn't come down here to us very often, except every Wednesday.
How come the bar's so like empty compared to the rest of the city? Do people not like drinking here, or?
Well, this bar's had its history. We've had a couple of recent fights, and a lot of people know about those fights, and a lot of people want to avoid those fights. So they don't come in here too often.
Well, we
started
could use
those
the
fights?
practice.
He looks at you and sees how frail you are as a as a body, and he's just kind of like, yeah, okay, all right. Anything else I can help you guys with?
Why all the bar fights? And I'll take a drink.
He goes, well, what will we have?
Whatever you've got on hand.
Okay, he pours you just some really cheap ale and slides it down the bar to you. He goes, well, a lot of people here that don't really have much to live for, so they get drunk, come here. Well, they come here first, then they get drunk. Then they just get reckless and get into fights. We had some guards posted out front a couple days ago, but they just seem to think of us as a lost cause, and they're no longer here.
Is there anything more major going on? A guard outside told us that this town was having a lot of issues.
He goes, well, ma'am, those don't get to me. I'm just a bartender. Again, Fix is the person you want to talk to. We have had some issues here, but it's not my place to say, nor can I offer anything for him. Fix is the guy you want to talk to.
Cool.
The rest of you guys want anything to drink?
No, I'm good. You should clean your bar like more often. Look.
He looks down at the rag and be like, what do you think I'm doing right here?
How much is the drink?
Silver. Half a silver, whatever that is. Is that five
Five
copper?
copper, yeah.
5 copper.
I'm going to turn to the party and say that I'm concerned that this bartender isn't telling us what's wrong with this town. And we're walking into a trap.
What, that tomorrow some guy named Fix is going to come and kill us? I think he just doesn't give a shit. That's my impression. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, but...
Honest, so. Seems like an honest bartender to me. Living the simple life. Why don't we go to Fix? Fuck it. I don't feel like sleeping.
You know, we could do that, or we could just have a free day, explore the town, maybe stock up on adventuring supplies, etc.
I know what you're saying.
I see what you're putting down, Cobblepot.
I'm actually wearing these for a functional purpose.
Yeah, Ryan got real fucking high before the show, and he doesn't want anyone to know. That's the function.
Yeah, my eyes are red, and I don't have any clear eyes.
It's with the humidifier in the background.
Yeah, you're fucking...
That's my vaporizer, bro.
The bartender notices, Rich, your drink's getting low, and he goes, you want another one? Asking Rich if you want another drink.
Sure. Sure, why not?
All right, he pours you another drink. By the way, the drink, it's not the best ale that you've ever had, but it'll do. Like, you can taste the alcohol, but apart from that, it doesn't have much of a taste to it. It's like drinking. It's like the Bud Light of this world. Let's call it that.
Oh. Then in that case, I do not take another drink.
Okay. All right. That's why I was letting you know.
There we go. No thanks, buddy. And maybe if you have something a little bit better, stronger.
He goes, that's all we get down here.
Where do we go for the good drinks? Because I got the coin for it.
He goes, oh, well, you're one of those type. Well, you can go up further in the town up north. You'll find the place to spend the coin.
Yeah. What's wrong with the south end of town?
Well, this part of town is where us simple folk live. The other side of town is...
Accent at all?
Do what?
Does this guy have an Irish accent?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. It's a very standard accent.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
Yeah,
So,
he just says that, like, this side of town is... He says this is the simple side. Up north, you can find where all the nobles live, and for whatever reason, as times kind of passed in this town, started to separate, and there's simple people like us, and then there's the nobles up north.
I'm starting to think that you're deceiving us, bartender. Why would you ask him then what he wants to drink at the beginning?
Because how do I know what to serve someone if they ask for a drink? He kind of like
carry one thing.
Kind of cocks his head there. He goes, well, we have water. And at this point, he's kind of talking down to you. Like, he's acting like you're pretty dumb for asking this question. He's like, we've got water. We've got some juice that comes from, fruits.
I'm starting to see why people start fights here. I'm not really liking the tone you're taking with my friend.
I completely agree. Invisible.
Okay. You go invisible, and the bartender's like, "Where'd he go?" What?
You're gonna get fucked up, kid.
Yeah, you made a fucking mistake here.
He goes, "Whoa, what do you guys mean? What do you mean? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean any harm. Your friend just seemed dumb as all."
I pushed my chair away from me violently.